the most Chad Warhammer 40k character to ever exist. He's not a god, he's not a Primarch, he's not even a Space Marine. He is but a single man. The man with the biggest balls of pure adamantium, larger than Slaaneish's own testicles. This man is Olanius Pius. Olanius Pius is a perpetual, meaning he can never truly die. As long as his soul still exists, he can't be killed. To put it simply, its Deadpool powers with zero negatives. Olanius has lived through and fought through thousands of years of war, being at Verdun in World War I, he fought for Napoleon, and he fought for Saddam Hussein. He's essentially an eternal soldier. This guy is somewhere around 45,000 years old. Now, a lot of goofiness has gone on with the lore, so no one seems to know if it's real or retconned or whatever. But in my heart, this is the man who pulled the biggest Chad move in all of fiction. Olanius had gained the right to retire from the Imperial Guard, so he did, and he went to live on Calth, where he could practice his faith. He is a devout Catholic, pretty based if you ask me, and wanted a quiet place to wind down for a while. It is very unclear how it happens, but he somehow ends up on Horus's flagship with the Emperor and his troops. Olanius is thrown into an actual hellscape. He watches one of the most beautiful and powerful warriors to ever exist be obliterated, Rip Sanguinius, by a now horrifyingly powerful Horus, and more than that, he sees the most powerful being in the universe, the representation and leader of all of humanity, his God, being beaten. So what does he do? This one single man, in the worst, most dire and depressing situation possible. He doesn't cower in fear, or accept the defeat of humanity that is about to clearly happen. This guy picks up his 10-ton balls of steel and stands in front of arguably the second most powerful being in the universe who will obliterate his soul. He walks right up to Horus and stares him straight in the eyes. He dies standing and saves humanity with the ultimate sacrifice. Seeing his loyal servant stand in the way of his corrupted son gives the Emperor the will and strength to defeat Horus and end the battle. Now, supposedly none of this is canon anymore, and Olanius Pius is also Olanius person, and is a huge, silly mess, but he is undeniably the most Chad character in all of Warhammer 40,000, and to me, at least, he always will be. Now, for the important question. Can I bench press more than him? Now, originally I was going to test if I could deadlift more than Olanius, but due to recent back injuries, I am unfortunately unable to do that, so we will be bench pressing today. Now, I couldn't seem to find anywhere where the average American soldier's bench press is, but the average male, at least athlete, appears to be around 213 to 214 pounds bench press as a 176 pound male. Now, assuming Olanius is probably around 6 feet tall, I'd say he's a good 180, 190. So I would personally believe he can probably bench around 250 to 275 pounds. If you disagree with me, comment below. I'm sure many of you may have a obviously better formula at deciding this, but why don't we just meet in the middle, say he can bench around 260 to 265. That sounds good to me. So here is my attempt at 265 pounds. As you can see, I fail. Now, unfortunately, Zinch was not with me today because I completely forgot to film myself benching my 240 and 250, but we do have 260. Here's my attempt for 260 pounds. So it's quite a struggle, but I get it up. I was able to lift this before, but I forgot to film it, like the other ones, of course. So it was a bit easier than this for me to lift, and I personally believe I can do 265 on a better day. But in the end, it's kind of a toss-up if I can bench press more than Olanius. When I do the deadlift video, though, which will be coming in the future, that'll be a lot easier to do because I actually found some stats on how much the average American soldier can deadlift. So stay tuned for that one because that'll be pretty exciting, and it's a pretty close one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's my first video, so the audio quality and the video quality are going to get better over time, of course. But next week, we're going to be doing a 10,000 calorie challenge, and I think I'm going to crush it, so stay tuned for that. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate if you left a like and a comment, and even share it if you wanted to. Whichever character you want me to do next, just talk about lore or do a fitness challenge related to, comment that below and I'll get that done for you guys. Well, I love you guys, stay jacked and work hard out there. I'll see you next week.